Hey everybody. Hope y'all are having a wonderful Sunday. It's actually Easter Sunday. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Easter, or had a wonderful Easter. The day is pretty much over now. But I want to get on here and show you all the way that the brakes work in a semi truck while you're sitting still. This is one way to empty your tanks and to get everything good with them, but also to make sure everything's working with them. And the third benefit from it, it helps calibrate your trailer brakes with your truck brakes. So when you pull your brakes, I don't know for the truck drivers out there that notice this, but when you pull both your brakes and your trailer brake, it takes a while for it to set in the park. This is a trick that I was taught that will help that. So, okay, now let me push these in. So you hear the hissing. I don't know if you all can hear that or not, but that's the air going through. And my parking symbol's off here, or my parking light's off here. So now, what I do, watch my gauges here and here. They're at 100 right now. I'm going to press my service brakes down here. Press my brakes here. So now those gauges are going down. There's my system air pressure low. Transmission may not shift. I'm going to hit that in. And I have this here, which if I went to that, which I'll show you all here, go down, it says it there. So keep pressing. I'm gonna go back over to my gauges here. So these are getting down lower. The light's coming on. You hear the audible tone. Keep hitting them. This is what's gonna help calibrate your brakes, but also it like empties your tanks down too. Now my brake pedal down here is getting softer and softer as I press it. But you can probably also hear the noise of my brakes too. So this one's way down below 50. This one's right above 50. When I get down real low, both my things should pop. My truck's still running, so it's kind of helping it. But if I was to shut my truck off, turn it back on, probably be able to hear it a little bit better. There you go. You hear that pop. That's what that is. And now, start my truck back up here. It still tells me system air pressure low, transmission may not shift, which is fine. Now, if you watch these two gauges here, which is my air tank 1, air tank 2, that tone will go off, this light will go off, and these two lights will go off as these rise. Now, I can hit the throttle and assist those back up, and they'll air up quicker. So let me do that. So air tank 2 is actually up in the white now. Air tank 1 is not. So let's see how long air tank 1 takes. Really, air tank 1 should not take that long. I don't know why it's taking that long. It's rising, just not very fast. They should rise. Most of the time they rise together. Let's So most of the time. But it's rising now. Once it gets out of the red, that beeping should stop. So it's actually out of the red now. And that light went off and it just now stopped beeping. And like I said, still hitting the throttle here. Have it pinned to the floor. And lane departure, which one's fine. So now it's back up to 100. It's not back up to what it's supposed to be, but it's up high enough for me to press in my brakes and to shift into gears. And for the ones that don't know, like I've said in the previous video, I am in an auto shift transmission truck, which is the company truck. So if you look down here, I got the throttle, and I got the brake. There's no clutch pedal, just throttle or the brake and the throttle. But the way that I shift is this stick right here. So I have to hit the brake down, and then drive, neutral, reverse, and then there's also low too. But this MA, if you look here, so do it here again. Drive, which puts me in second. Neutral. R1. Shift up, R2. Second. Shift down. Shift up. I can't shift up to third though. And then I can go low. But the MA, if I press this in, it's in drive. Press that in. I don't know if it'll work. Yeah, I will. So now, if you look at the screen here, it says MDR, which means manual. I press that back in. It goes to D, which means drive. That means I'm in auto, which means it'll shift the gears automatically. M means manual, which means I can shift my gears how I want. I can go up to third. It doesn't really let me go to fourth, but lets me go to third. I can shift down too. And then I'll just hit that and hold that. So that's how that works. Now, I know that y'all have seen this green light come on here, which this green light here is my engine brake, which I have another video about that. But that is this here. So this is the engine brake. Off 1, 2, and 3. So it's off right now. And you got 1, 2, and 3. And you can click back up on those. So this is my shifter. Let me pull my brakes. Oh, my brakes aren't pulled. Good. And then, of course, you got your windshield wipers and your brights and stuff and your blinker. So that's how that works.